Back to 30 days of JavaScript. Now let's start with a new section, promises and time. This is day 12 and we'll be solving add to promises this question. Problem statement says given two promises, promise 1 and promise 2, return a new promise. Promise 1 and promise 2 will both resolve with a number. The returned promise should resolve with the sum of the two numbers. So we're given a function, it's a synchronous function, and we have promise 1 and promise 2 as parameters. So firstly what we can do, we can try to resolve the promises one by one by using the await function on both of these promises. What this does is it waits for promise 1 to resolve, and after that's done it waits for the promise 2 to resolve, and once that is done we'll be returning the sum of the values returned from these two promises. So we have run that code and we can see that it is running properly. The time complexity will be the time taken for promise 1 to resolve plus promise 2 to resolve. There is no extra space complexity, so it is big O of 1. So if we submit this code, let's see what happens. So if we submit this code, it passes all the test cases, and now we will use a better approach for this. So if we use promise.all instead of what we did before, wait, promise.all, it accepts an array of promises, so we'll pass promise 1 and promise 2, and then we'll return res1 plus res2. We'll run this and see. Okay, so it is also running properly. What promise.all does, it resolves both the promises and returns the value in array. So what we are basically doing is we are reducing the time complexity by finding out the time taken for resolving, the maximum time taken for resolving among all these promises which are present in the array. So time complexity has reduced from time taken by promise 1 plus promise 2 to the maximum of promise 1 and promise 2. So we'll submit this code now. And that's it, it has also passed. See you in the next one. Thanks.